Mondays.
Hello, happy Monday.
Is it a Monday?
It is a Monday.
Is it happy?
It's sleepy. I'm
Yeah,
still kind of waking
a
up.
sleepy Monday.
Is this camera even working?
Woo. I thought I saw a river maybe an hour ago.
You know what? It's just been welcome to the Plus, everybody.
Yeah.
9 News now here at 9:15, and this 9:15 is just fog covered. It's actually, you know what? It's been interesting to watch the process this morning. All these different camera shots, like a lower layer of fog, an upper layer of fog, and it's been interesting. I guess if you're caught in it, it's not interesting.
Yeah, you know, before about 7 o'clock, it wasn't that bad in Baton Rouge proper, but the fogs have actually kind of settled in, got a little worse between sort of the 7 and 9 o'clock hours. So yeah, that's a view from Port Allen right now, trying to see across the river, but not seeing a whole lot from that camera shot. Here's an updated look at visibilities, and still a number of spots dealing with the fog. At the airport in Baton Rouge, we're at a half mile right now, the same in Hammond, Bogalusa, a quarter mile, Lafayette, New Iberia also checking in at a quarter mile right now. So you can see still dealing with a good bit of fog around the area. Some of that driven by the fact that we have a weak front nearby. Otherwise, we have a few light showers. We saw some overnight, and we continue to see a few lifting up to the east-northeast, but you see these are nothing like what we saw yesterday. Not expecting anything like what we saw yesterday, but still, you could get a few raindrops at times. Otherwise, in terms of temperatures, anywhere from around 60 in Macomb to 70 in places like Gonzales, New Orleans, and Houma. That frontal boundary is pretty close to the I-10, I-12 corridor. So as you go north of the interstate, it's a little bit cooler on the north side of the front. South of the front, as you might expect, a little warmer, a little more humid. All right, here in Baton Rouge, I've got temperatures around 70 by noon, low 70s for highs. We'll have plenty of clouds even once the fog is out of here, and a few passing light showers, but just to emphasize, nothing major today. Now today right on through Wednesday, it's going to be gray days, plenty of clouds, some passing mostly light showers, but we're giving you a first alert, a heads up to widespread rainfall returning as we get into Thursday. So let's pick it up on the European model. And here we are going from Wednesday night into Thursday morning. By daybreak Thursday, you can already see showers and a few storms beginning to lift inland, a warm front lifting inland as well. And then as this low continues to track to the northeast, rains overspreading the area during the morning hours on Thursday. There we are at lunchtime, and you see more rain coming down into the afternoon. Till we can get that low and that cold front off to our east, good rain chances will continue. So it looks like another day. Widespread rainfall Thursday. It may last for a while, could be locally heavy. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Now, the Storm Prediction Center right now not highlighting a severe weather threat yet, although they're kind of hinting that they might at least add in a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk. Doesn't look like a widespread severe weather event, but a few strong storms not out of the question. But given the rainfall, obviously, that we saw yesterday, 4 to 6, 4 to 7 inches of rain in some spots, we're going to have to keep a close eye on rain totals going forward, especially by Thursday when it could get heavy again. Right now, the Weather Prediction Center showing anywhere from a ½ inch to 2 inches of rain. Now, it's technically the next 7 days, but the majority of that coming down on Thursday. Could go higher in spots. There's still some uncertainty on the rain amounts. The GFS kind of being on the drier side of things, the European a little wetter. I think the GFS is too dry. So with that potential of some additional heavy rains coming up on Thursday and accounting for what already fell yesterday, the Weather Prediction Center already posting for many of us a level 2 out of 4, slight risk of flooding. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Now, I didn't put the river numbers here in this little weather update, but understand most rivers, even with that rain yesterday, are doing okay. Now, the Comita at Yours above flood stage. We're going to have minor flood there. Tangipahoa at Robert is above flood stage. It's going to get right around the moderate flood level. But the Amite right now, places like Denham Springs, Bayou Manchac, look like they'll crest close to flood stage. So minor issues for the most part. But if we were to get more heavy rain coming up on Thursday, that's a different story. So that's why we've got to keep an eye on it. But again, today through Wednesday, it's just a few showers, nothing major. It's actually going to slowly trend a little bit cooler. We do think that front's going to start easing down to the south. And as many of us end up on the north, cooler side of the boundary, it will trend a little bit cooler. By Thursday, though, the rain and storms. Once that next front is through, Friday is much cooler as the rains exit, a high of only 58, down into the mid-30s by Saturday morning. The good news as we get into the weekend, looks like we'll be dry. We've got several parades around South Louisiana. Think we're going to be okay for the parades. We'll keep it dry, it looks like, into the first part of next week, guys.
It's like the weather gods knew that we had parades to get to on the weekend. All this rain and then You know what? Let's just give them a break for a quick minute.
Yeah.
Even this past weekend, we were in the Clinton parade.
Sure.
Jay and I, Dion, and the weather was beautiful for
Gorgeous,
that.
yeah.
And then Sunday.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Yeah.
Look, man,
trade-off.
look, and you talk about A-meat and co-meat, and I got a big creek runs next to my house that dumps into the A-meat before the co-meat does, and so yeah, everybody's paying attention to it, and yeah, everybody's kind of eyeballing Thursday. We'll see about those totals. I know, thankfully, you guys are on it.
Yeah.
Man.
So right now, no major issues yet,
thankfully.
but we need to watch it.
Always.
Steve, thank you.
Thanks, man. Okay, so clearly the weather was a gigantic headline, still is going to be going forward. But right about 3 o'clock this morning, headlines changed a little bit for us and for folks down here. EBRSO called to a shooting at Waffle House.
We were told that this happened in the parking lot of the Waffle House on Riga Road, kind of that service road near Segan Lane. And so large police presence there. If you were driving by, maybe your overnight hour shift worker, and you saw that passing by, a bunch of blue lights. Well, come to find out, a couple hours later, the sheriff's office letting us know that 2 men were actually found dead inside of the vehicle already. So at this point, it's being investigated as a homicide. We just don't know when they got shot or how they ended up in that situation.
It's clearly the investigation is just getting going. We're in contact with SO right now, EMS as well. Been in contact with SO to get the very latest. We'll find it out. We'll find that out for you. We'll put it right here, the 9news at WAFB.com. We'll hit you on the air as well. But my goodness, 2 men found dead inside of a vehicle this morning, parking lot of that Waffle House.
Tough Monday to start out.
Very. Here's the thing, though. We did get some good news here.
Late last night, state police sent out this missing child advisory with these 3 pictures. A missing 8-year-old, a woman suspected of kidnapping Jet Gremion, and then a vehicle of a truck of a Ford F-250. Well, come to find out, right before our show, it turns out that the kid was found safe. Great news.
Fantastic news. So obviously they pulled back that alert, but the whole idea is when they suspect something's going on, they send that out to us. We put that out there. The phone calls can be made, the text can be sent, the conversations can be had. You guys can get involved. You are the best mechanism when it comes to something like this. And clearly something works somewhere because we got that alert from them a little bit later on that we're good. Jet has been found, safe, back with family. As for what happened, that investigation's still going on.
Correct. Covington Police Department will handle that. But like you said, awesome way to start. Less than 12 hours, y'all were able to track him down. So thank you.
You made it happen. Made it happen. Speaking of making it happen, been a lot of talk about CPR and defibrillators being in certain places and knowing how to do both of these things, CPR and how to work a defibrillator if they're in the places they need to be.
Yeah, and let's say now that we're talking about all of these things, there's a resource to get some of these resources, like a defibrillator or like getting your hands on some CPR training. EBR EMS is a great one-stop shop for it, Matt.
So they have courses and classes that you can be a part of here. Great, and it's not just, so you get in there and you learn how to use the AED, which can be maybe that kind of intimidating a little bit, right? That automatic defibrillator.
You're shocking somebody intentionally.
But they show you how to kind of step your way through this. But, oh, by the way, you're also learning CPR as well. And Callie Hubbard was live with the good folks over there this morning, kind of taking us through the steps. And I think for a lot of folks, it may be perhaps getting over that fear of, am I gonna do more damage? One of the first things they'll tell you is you can't get any more damage than potentially dead, right? That's what this is designed to hopefully help prevent. Don't worry about anything else. You may be actually saving their life. Don't worry about anything else. They can teach you how to do that.
I think you made a great point. Do not let that stop you from helping somebody who really need it, because again, broken ribs can be healed.
Absolutely.
Saving a life, that's a huge deal here. So if you know the skill to do it, you know how deep to have those compressions, you know this, obviously the staying alive, they're going to walk you through that training to make sure you're legit and you practice it and you know how to use it come time in an emergency.
Absolutely. And I know for some folks, they're like, oh, are you kidding me? I'm going to do something wrong.
Right.
So I'm going to get sued.
I mean, listen, I get it.
I don't feel like getting sued. There's a law right here in Louisiana, right? The Good Samaritan law that's in place right now that helps folks, that keeps folks who are genuinely trying to help from being sued. It's just about being a good human.
Yes.
And this is one of those great ways. Literally can save a life, and the resources are right there.
Yeah.
Free way to be a part of it.
Love it.
That's so good.
Love it.
So good.
Callie's got the resources in her web story right now.
Big games. Welcome to game day. There's a few games actually. Let's start you up on the bluff all the men and the women.
Yeah.
The Jags, big games today with Jackson State.
JSU coming to town, coming to the Mini Dome to take on now Southern men, Southern women who both beat Alcorn State on Saturday. Yeah. And so we actually had one of the assistant coaches, Miss Marjorie Cotton, join us today to talk about kind of the mindset the ladies are in as they approach this game. This is big.
It is. It's very big. And they have been steeled for this. They are well ready for this because of a very loaded pre-conference schedule. They went into some of the toughest environments in the entire country. All these ranked teams they were playing, and so they know what great basketball feels like when you're on the court with it, and they've been playing it now in conference.
Yeah.
So what happens when you get to these big games, like an Alcorn over the weekend?
Right.
Close, got the win in the end. So now what happens when you take on the conference leader, Jackson State?
Yeah.
You're ready for this kind of a thing. They've played this kind of a thing. 5:30?
5:30 the women. And Matt mentioned this morning, make a whole night out of it. If you're going to be in the Mini Dome, stay in the Mini Dome.
That's right.
Men kick off at 8 o'clock.
Right.
And so just stay. Let's see them win. They need that atmosphere to be
Absolutely.
loud. They need you to be, wearing all that blue and gold.
Conference leaders now, the men are. So can they keep that mo going? Jackson State's a couple of games back. They love nothing more than to get in there and spoil everything for the blue and gold.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I'd love tomorrow to just be talking about nothing but a couple of wins there in the Mini
Keep
Dome.
the big mo going.
Big Mo. What up, Big Mo? So there you go. That's going on. This is happening as well.
They've had the big mo for a hot minute.
My gosh,
undefeated 20-0. That's incredible, man.
It is.
Oh.
So 20-0.
Okay.
8-0 in conference play.
Okay.
So obviously if you're undefeated, overall you're undefeated in conference play.
Yeah.
8-0 in conference. There's two other teams 8-0 in conference right now. South Carolina, who LSU is going to deal with a little bit later on, and Tennessee. LSU and Tennessee tonight from the PMAC. Huge ball game, 6 o'clock tip.
And Tennessee, while they don't have a perfect record, they face some really tough competitors.
Very
like
much
UConn.
So. That was just Stanford as well.
Yeah.
So they have played these top-ranked teams over the course of their preseason, pre-conference schedule, much more difficult than, for instance, LSU's.
Wow.
They have gone out.
Okay.
They have played these incredible teams.
Yeah.
And so has that got them ready for a game like this?
Yeah.
We'll see. Can LSU give them back-to-back losses against top 5 teams? Because their last one was Connecticut, number 5th ranked team in the country. Can that happen? Look, Tennessee has always been one of those games on the LSU schedule.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's going to be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So much going on.
There is. There's a lot going on.
Especially in the sports world. So we're trying to keep you abreast of all the things happening in our part of the world. Especially to start out a week. We like to let you know about all the things happening so you can kind of plan it out.
Yeah.
Kind of get a roadmap of what you're going to do today.
Get you going on a
Now
Monday.
you got your evening set, right?
Yeah. Well, apparently,
all the
absolutely.
basketballs.
There's just so much going on.
I'm telling you.
So much going on.
I know.
Okay, so I forgot to bid on this over the weekend.
You did?
Yeah. I was gonna do
well,
this.
you missed out because somebody won.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that?
Had my eyes on a dress.
That you would actually look quite stunning in. I
Shoot,
mean, Matt's got legs for days.
I really do.
Look
They
at
go
that.
all
And you
the way
look
down
good
to
in
the floor.
purple.
And crushed, what was this, velvet? I don't even know. But what you're seeing here is a dress worn by Princess Diana. Ooh. Folks, it just sold at auction for a little bit of money. More than $600,000. Yeah, last Friday, this velvet ball gown went up for sale for the first time in a quarter century. Wow. It's one of hers, Princess Diana's most iconic gowns. She wore it, get this, for both an official royal portrait, that was in 1991, and then a more kind of an intimate Vanity Fair spread in 1997.
Ooh.
Now, it sold for $604,000 specifically, over 5 times the estimated value. The last time it sold, 1997,
Ooh.
$24,000.
That is insane.
A little bit more this time around.
It's just a smidge, as Diane Dean would say, just a smidge.
Look at this.
Wow. Somebody really, you know what I wonder? You know how all of these shows and Prince Harry's book has come out about this? I wonder if any of that conversation boosted the price of this item.
I think, you know what, it may have. I mean, Princess Diana holds such a place in the hearts and minds and the histories and memories of so many people.
Yeah.
She could probably very well carry that kind of price just on her own.
Yeah.
But you know what? There's something to be said for the fact that all of that has been kind of happening recently, and very well could have boosted that price a little bit.
I mean, well worth it. The woman was a fashion icon.
She's just
anything she could wear a Champion sweater and sweats, and it still looked really cool.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Look at that. I can't look like that.
You could rock what she wore too.
Is that a hoodie?
I believe it.
It's a great
I
looking
believe
hoodie.
it. I mean, I'm telling you.
I missed it, though.
Well, I'm sad you missed it, but I know something that could cheer you up.
Please do.
Something real cute.
What?
Y'all have a look at this. This is just. Have you heard of Koala Joeys?
Koala Joe? Like a little baby koala?
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, and there's a pair of them.
Wait a minute. How many?
Oh, we're going to
koala
preschool.
babies are called Joeys too?
I didn't know that until today.
Like the kangaroos?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Koala Joeys.
I'm in.
You're actually looking at not one, not two, but 3 adorable Koala Joeys experiencing preschool. It's the first day feels as they left their mums and their bubs. I did not know.
No.
I didn't know but daddy koalas were bubs.
I had no idea.
But they're transitioning into the yard at the Koala preschool at the Australian Reptile Park. It didn't say exactly where in Australia it is, just that it's somewhere in the continent.
Gotcha.
So you've got the 3 Koala Joeys, Olaf, Regina, and Petal. They're all exploring their new area, getting to know each other, but the trio is eventually going to become a critical part of their breeding program. They're going to be the ambassadors for saving the endangered species. Wow. Now, the park head of mammals was saying it's really heartwarming to see this friendship among them. Yeah. They're able to build confidence together, exploring a different environment. And that's scary. For any kid, it's scary if your mom's not there, but especially in this environment where, you're kind of on display for everyone to see.
Wow, who are these humans?
So when you have 2 other Koala Joeys with you, you kind of have a comfort friend. You got a buddy in your new yard.
A buddy? A bubba? What's a bubba?
A bubba's a dad.
A bubba's a dad.
Mums and bubs.
Mums and bubs.
Or do you think that's
Mums
just the name for dad in Australia? Like even human kids call their dad bubs?
Could be.
We don't know.
We got to get some.
We need to find an Australian
some
correspondent
Aussie experts on there.
Yeah.
So, I hear koalas are not always that nice.
Really?
Like they could be kind of vicious.
I did not know that.
Is that right?
I don't know. We need a koala expert
to find
out.
Expert.
I think we can go to Barnhill and phone a friend.
Yeah, we got friends.
We got to phone a friend.
You got friends in high places.
They look so
Barnhill
cute,
places.
but I wonder when they get aggressive.
Yeah, I think they can kind of get aggressive.
Wow. Okay.
Hidden aggression.
Well, I hope they don't turn on each other.
No.
Olaf, Petal, and Rose. That's
right,
tough.
exactly.
Yeah.
How else are we going to put you right back with mums and bubs?
Gosh.
Send you right back.
Send you back.
Exactly
Get kicked out of the preschool. Find another one.
Bye.
Wow.
Okay, so that was kind of cute. Just don't get vicious. The forecast, not so cute. But a lot better than it was yesterday. We do need to dry out. I know. Look, my part of the world. Oy vey. It was like nonstop. My house in Europe. A lot of just kind of in that band that just trained and just never stopped.
Yeah.
So we need to dry out before Thursday shows up because Thursday looks like it's going to be more rain again and. With everything that's already in the ground, saturating it, that's going to pool up kind of quick in some spots.
Hopefully the next couple of days we won't see as much rain as it says even. So we'll keep you posted. But the WAFB First Alert Weather app, your great resource to kind of follow up and follow through with us.
There you go. Y'all be safe.
Now's the perfect time to discover the enhanced Mazda CX-5, named the 2022 IIHS Safety Pick Plus Award winner, its highest safety award honor. Choose from over 55 CX-5s available at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda on Airline.